We're hearing for the first time tonight from the father of a man who was hit and killed in a head-on crash in April. This comes after a man involved in the crash was charged in his son's death this week.
Officials say 30-year-old Bobby Creech was driving home after working late at the family's body shop when that crash happened. The highway patrols his 29-year-old Joshua Mintz was heading south in the northbound lane. He was arrested Monday on DUI manslaughter charges. Channel 4's Francesca Amaker joining us live. Francesca, what did Creech's father say about seeing Mintz in court this week?
And this was the first time that he saw him ever since the accident took place in April. He didn't really have much to say to him. He didn't really have too many questions for him. But he says, again, just seeing him face to face, it reopened the wounds for his entire family.
He worked here for a long time. The last 3 or 4 years, he just grew into himself to where he could take over. And he took care of all the body shop and took care of me 100%.
Bill Creech says his son Bobby was his right-hand man at the family auto shop, and every day he would bring life to all those around him.
He had a good sense of humor, and everybody here knew it because he was always messing around with everybody.
Like pranking his 2 brothers, his mom, and even his own family that would visit the shop daily until tragedy hit the night of April 4th.
Well, the highway patrolman that was at the scene came up here and told me about it.
Investigators say the driver who struck Creech was 29-year-old Joshua Mintz. They say he'd been drinking and was driving on the wrong side of the divided road. Mintz suffered minor injuries, but that night, Creech's family says they suffered the greatest loss of all.
It was like he vanished. It's tough. I think about it every day, all day.
This week, things got even tougher when Bill says he faced Mintz for the first time in court. He says he still has questions about that night.
And everybody was wondering why that he didn't make a maneuver to get out of his way, but he didn't have his lights on, and he just didn't see him.
Bobby left behind 2 brothers, his parents, 2 beautiful children, and his high school sweetheart. And though jail time won't bring back his son, Bill hopes justice will be served.
The things that are going to happen, hopefully he will pay for this. I do want him to pay for this and think about this.
And Bobby Creech leaves behind his high school sweetheart and his 6-year-old daughter and 9-year-old son, Dylan. A GoFundMe account has been set up by his brothers to help them with any expenses they may need and, of course, expenses for college in the future. That link can be found on news4jax.com right under this article. For now, reporting live, Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.